shoot it.
Shot well.
You got it!
Oh, yes!
You nailed it. Good job, dude.
I got it.
Hey folks, Nick and Ryker here, and we've just been going over some of our footage from the 2023 season. And let me tell you, it was a great season. We got Riley on her first buck. My 8-year-old daughter was actually her first deer, a nice 12-point South Texas buck. I was able to get a couple of pretty nice public land bucks as well. Ryker, my 6-year-old, he was on pig duty the first half of the year. He was practicing so much, we figured it was time for you to get your first deer as well. So he got on doe duty at the end of the season. It should have been pretty easy to get him on a doe, you would think, but just as hunting goes, it took us a little while to get the deer to cooperate. He's sitting in stands where the feeders are pretty good distance out. We were trying to get him in closer within his range. He's been practicing with the 350 Legend on the Bog Death Grip, and he's been pretty steady out to 100, 120 yards. But we wanted to keep him, right around that 100-yard range for him. So we set out on a couple of different sits over several weekends at our place in West Texas and then one in South Texas. And follow along with us here. We're documenting Ryker's quest to get his first deer.
Hey, RealHunters. Nick and Ryker here. It's the week between Christmas and New Year's. We're out at our place in West Texas. It's about 25 degrees this morning. So Ryker and I are sitting in the stand. This is honestly our first trip out here this season. We've had a lot of other public land hunts, but Ryker's going to be on cleanup duty today. We got a lot of does we want to shoot, some pigs that have been coming in, some other exotics that have been coming through. So
And aoudad.
And aoudad. If we see an aoudad, you can shoot an aoudad. So Ryker's going to be on the trigger today. Wish us luck. We'll see what we can do. What do we got over there? Looks like some little bucks.
What can I see?
Yep.
Daddy, can I see?
Hold on, buddy. What do we got out that window? What are those, Ryker?
Whitetail.
No, it's not whitetail. What are those? You want them to be whitetail. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty good fallow. Not something we're shooting today, though, buddy. Pretty good one, though, huh? I don't see any. I'm walking through the trees back there. Let's see, they're about to come out over here. Oh, that's a good one.
Can I shoot it?
No.
Is there any mamas? What? Is that a mama? I see a broken
Those are little ones. They're not broken horned.
Yes, I just saw one.
Okay, those do not have. No.
Are those all boys?
Those are just little ones.
Are those all boys?
No, they're small oryx.
Are those all girls?
I don't know. Ryker can only shoot a broken horned female. That's why he's all worried about seeing if he can find one with broken horns.
How do you saw two with the broken horns?
Yeah, whatever. Hey dude, how cold is it? You cigaretting, man? You smoking?
You smoking? What is this?
It's just a sticker. Nice little young buck.
Wait, could Wiley shoot that and shoot it?
No, that's not a shooter. The thing just needs to go 3 more years at least.
How old is it?
I think it's a 2-year-old. 2.5. good in a few years though.
Where is it?
It's cool.
What?
Works way up there.
I can't
Look at all
see.
them.
I can't see you.
Look at these big white things way up there, buddy.
I see a female with a broken one.
Okay, well that's not even on our property, it's way over there.
Well, if it comes closer, they come closer.
That's a big group of them, huh?
That's not that I saw earlier. See the mom with the broken one? See it? Did you see the mom?
No, I don't.
It's way up there.
Oh yeah, okay.
You can barely even see the one.
We just got a bunch of little pigs that came in. Let me see how good of a shot Ryker is, because these are small targets. Hold on, buddy. Okay, put it on fire. You don't need to cover yours, you got the suppressor. Big one. Oh, shoot again, shoot again. You shot right in front of it, dude. Hold on, wait. Alright.
Do you see it?
Yeah, can you see it? Can you see it through the scope? Alright, if you want to shoot it, shoot it. Put it on fire, your own safety.
I shoot it?
You got it.
I got it?
Yeah, you got it.
Daddy,
You
that
got it.
time, like I shot and then like kicked like that.
Okay, put it on safety. Put it on safety. Alright, dude, you got you a big old porcupine there. You blew quills all over the place. There's quills probably 10-foot radius here.
Well, we had a fun long weekend in Junction. Saw a lot of animals. Ryker, of course, you wanted to shoot everything that came out. The only thing that we ended up seeing that was on his hit list was some pigs, and those little football-sized pigs were a pretty hard target for him. And then we had a porcupine come out, and he ended up dispatching one of the rodents around there, the porcupines. You know, we have a lot of those running around our place in West Texas. They're real hard on the terrain. They'll kill the trees. They climb up the trees. They'll eat the bark off. Plus, we have a lot of, you know, our pets, dogs, run around the cabin out in West Texas. We don't want them to get into porcupines. So Ryker did his good deed, took out a porcupine, scared off some pigs, and we had a lot of fun sitting in the blind. So we transitioned to a few weekends later, our place in South Texas. They have a special youth season down there where youth can hunt a couple weekends or a couple weeks after the general season. So it was cold couple days in January, but we got after it in South Texas as well. Let's see if we can get him on one. Hey folks, Nick and Ryker here, and it is the late youth season in our county. So the way they do things down here, Riley, she shot her buck in the early youth season, and after the general season, they give the kids 2 weeks more to hunt. So that's one of the only times down here too that you can shoot does in our county. So you can shoot them during archery season, which is the month before general season. There's a special 3-day season over Thanksgiving where you can use a rifle. And then the youth, kids 16 and under, can hunt does and bucks at the end of the season. Ryker's never shot his first deer, so he's on the very important doe duty today. So he's been practicing all season, all year actually, with the 350 Legend, shooting off the Bog Death Grip. And we're going to be hunting in a ground blind. It's the Krivoman ground blind. We'll put a link in the description here to that ground blind. But it's a really convenient setup for us with enough room to put the Bog Death Grip tripod system in, so Ryker gets a good steady brace. So pray for some luck for us. We're going to try to get us a doe and get some meat in the freezer. See if Ryker can't get his first deer. Y'all stay tuned. Here's the outside of that Krivoman blind. We've got a nice 3-window setup, as you can tell. It's all plastic. super lightweight, easy to move. Those deer view windows in there make it really easy to bow our rifle hunt out of it. So we got Ryker set up in there. We'll see how we do. Here it comes. Let's see where she goes. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right, put it on fire.
Can you cover my ears?
You don't need your ears covered.
Sorry.
Yeah. You hit right underneath it, dude.
Wait, did I shoot it?
You jerked it, you didn't hit it. It's okay, stop. I think you missed, okay? I think you missed. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Well, Ryker had his first shot on a deer, and we first thought it was just a clean miss, but we reviewed the footage. We went and looked where the doe was standing, and it appears that he just grazed below the brisket on this doe. Enough to knock some hair out, not enough to hurt the doe, not a mortal wound. Ryker was a little disappointed. We actually reviewed the footage, and he's been shooting great on steel targets, shooting at the range, shooting off the bog death grip. But what we noticed is that when he had his eye on the scope and shooting at an animal, he was pulling his head off the scope as he was pulling the trigger to see what he was shooting at. So we had to practice, and we started focusing on Ryker just trying to see the bullet hit the animal through the scope. So when he pulls the trigger, keep his eye through the scope so that he's not glitching, so he's not pulling off, so he's not jerking the trigger, but keep his eye looking through the scope for when it hits the animal. And he improved his shooting a lot just by that little adjustment. So he's 6 years old. He's getting a lot of practice in. He's learning. If you're teaching your kids, I'd advise you to video them shooting as well. Sometimes it's a lot easier to just slow the camera down, look at technique, look at the little things that you can adjust to make sure that these kids are doing their best and getting their form down and shooting as accurately as possible. After this hunt, we moved locations for the next morning, and a cold front had hit. And it got down in the low 20s, which is super cold for South Texas. So we moved to what we call appropriately the ice cream stand, where Riley shot her first deer, and we picked up the hunt from there. Okay, it's the next morning. We didn't get it done on a doe yesterday. Didn't have a whole lot of activity at the stand, so we moved to what we call the ice cream stand. Ryker's set up here. It's a cold, cold morning. This is where Riley shot her big buck. You may recognize it from the video. So we're gonna see if we can't get it done on a doe. Got two little nice up-and-comer bucks that showed up already this morning. So we'll see if does will show up too. Wish us luck. Ryker, you ready to get one? All right. You got a pretty nice buck down there, huh? Too bad you're just doe hunting.
Would Kylie shoot that deer? Would Kylie shoot that deer?
Yeah, I think it's one of the shooters, yeah. Just need some doe to show up now. That's a pretty nice looking buck.
Would she shoot it?
I think so. Yeah, she should have been here.
What?
Yeah, it's a nice old buck. All right, there's no third. There's a third buck. I think it's the same young one from this morning. Probably 3-year-old. Real nice.
Can I shoot it?
No, you can't shoot it. Got 3 really good looking bucks though. There's another buck coming in right there.
Need some does to come in, man.
I saw one doe.
You see one doe. The bucks keep running it off.
So after a couple sits, all we were seeing were bucks, and Ryker was starting to get a little discouraged because he couldn't shoot bucks. He was waiting for a doe, and they just weren't cooperating. They weren't coming in. Every time they came in, a buck would run the doe off. But right before dark, a couple of does started coming in.
Okay, yeah, there's one. That one right there. Take it off safety. If it stops and turns, shoot it. Wait till it turns. Do you see it okay?
Yes.
Wait until it turns. It's gonna stop. You're gonna have all the time in the world. Don't shoot yet. Let it turn sideways. It's gonna turn and eat some corn. There's another one coming behind it. Alright, shoot it.
Shot one.
You got it!
Oh, yes!
You nailed it. Good job, dude.
I got it. Did I get a neck shot?
I don't know. Were you shooting for the neck?
I was shooting one for the shoulder.
Okay, well, you dropped it right where it laid. You took care of business.
I got it. I got it.
Good job, man. Hey, I'm proud of you, dude.
Let's go get it.
Look at that. No tracking needed on that one. Hey, what'd you just do, man?
I shot my face.
You sure did. You smoked it. All right, let's walk down there. Yeah, there's another one down there. We're gonna let that one go. Let's go walk up and look at yours.
My girl went down, and down came back.
One's enough for now. Now Daddy's got to clean it. Cool. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, we've been waiting patiently. We finally got one to come out. Careful with that gun. There it is. Big old doe.
All right, so Ryker got his doe. I'm proud of you, buddy. Stuck with it. I think this was his 7th sit just trying to get a doe, which usually isn't that difficult to get a doe to come in. They just wouldn't cooperate. Every time does would come in, bucks would run them off, or they wouldn't stand still. But Ryker took care of business, got his first deer. We got it all loaded up back at the house. 25 degrees on the thermometer, so he braved the cold, about a 15-20 mile an hour wind, and got it done. So got your first deer. We're gonna enjoy some deer steaks this week, but you got it done, man. Love you, buddy. Proud of you. Hey, dude, great job getting your first deer, man. You stuck with it. It was cold out there. You put a good ethical shot on that deer. No tracking necessary. It was super cold. We ran down there, loaded the deer up, took it back to the house. We had it field dressed, had it processed in the cooler and in the freezer in no time. Made some great steak, sausage, jerky, fed the family with his first deer. We had a blast this year. Ryker's continuing to practice. We're shooting pigs in the off season. Next year, you think you'll be ready to shoot your first buck? You should know, Joe. You want to shoot your first buck next year? Well, I can't wait. Let's get them. Thanks for watching. Love making these memories with these two kids. Get your kids out in the field, even if it's just to watch animals, man. Memories we made, good times to be had. Get them off their devices. Get them out in the wilderness, teach them some skills they're not going to learn in the classroom, and make some phenomenal memories along the way.
Thanks for watching me shoot my first deer.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Y'all take care. God bless.